Yeah. Ooh, man, it's your boy Swap, aka Francis, aka Frank, aka KXE4, whatever you guys know me by. Yo, I do have a new handle on Instagram, so follow me at God's Doing. Alright, it's GODS period DOING. Follow me on Snapchat at Donswaz, DONSUA. So today we are going to make this video really brief. I know I've been out of it for a very long time. And I was saying I was going to be consistent with this video shit, but, there's, shit going on in, real life that I got to handle and whatnot, so, I've just been focusing on that pretty much, but, despite all that shit and whatnot, I'm going to still continue making these videos. I'm not too sure how often I can pump them out, but, I'm definitely going to go ahead and get this one out there. So, today's topic is different experience rates on private servers. Alright, so pretty much I kind of touched on it a little bit in my last video, kind of briefly talked about it and everything like that, and the importance of the experience rate. There's a reason why RuneScape is at a 1x XP rate, right? Everything's extremely slow and it's such a grind. It recommends, or it requires constant attention, determination, and a lot of time. And the thing is with private servers, right? And most of them are always built upon this idea of easy. We want players to come and play our game, donate money to us, and we'll make the experience easy for them. And yes, I understand that it's a good thing for the players, but it's a bad thing for the game overall. And here's the reason why, because think about it this way, right? Let's say a server offered, 50x XP rate, right? So obviously the grinding aspect of the game it's extremely quick, and you're able to go ahead and get your 99s and everything out the way. All right. So let's say a month down the road, right? You already grinded out all your 99s within the first week of the game being released, right? So you're at the end of the month, your bank is stacked, you have everything on the game, everything the game has to offer, right? And there's nothing much you can really do except PK at that point. And PKing is always considered as end game content. Of course you can PK with a Zerker, all sort of shit, but PKing is just end game content, right? So at that point the game no longer becomes an economy server but a PK server. It transitions into a PK server because of the fact that no one has to really grind anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone's going to create a max account. Everyone's going to be rocking that comp cape or that max cape, right? And so obviously they're going to make alts and shit like that. So to make alts, they PK on it or whatever. And, some people are really bad at PKing, so they lose their banks. Some people are good at it, and so they keep their banks, right? So the niggas that are bad at the game obviously lose their banks. And they say, fuck it, I'm already down, 500 mil. I might as well go ahead and stake the rest of my fucking bank. So they go ahead, dual arena, they stake the nigga that they probably just lost 20 mil off of in a high-risk fight or something like that. They go ahead, they stake their shit, they lose it. At that point, they say, fuck it, I'm done with the game. There's no point in playing. So, think about it this way, right? They invested only 1 month into the game to just literally quit the game. There's no time, there's no emotion, there's nothing invested into it. Compared to a RuneScape account at a 1x or 1x XP rate, where there's sweat, blood, determination. There's a lot that goes into it, right? And you can't simply just throw all that away. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to throw that away, right? It's like a girlfriend, right? Let's say you dated a girl for 8 years. Man, you dated her for 8 years. You bought her jewelry, you did this, you did that, all this shit, right? And all of a sudden one day she just says, hey, I'm leaving you, right? You don't know what you did wrong. You're just sitting there thinking to yourself damn, I wasted all my time, money, effort into this chick. But she's taking all that and just running away with it. Of course, as a dude, you're going to probably try everything in your power to get her back, and try to make sure, or try to see what the fuck, went wrong. You know what I'm saying? And see if you can fix that issue and try to resolve it. But at the end of the day, you probably won't be able to, in a relationship at least. But what I'm trying to get at is, with lower XP rates, there's a lot required to the account. There's a lot of attention. There's a lot more time that needs to be put in that no one's going to simply just get up and walk away from, you know. And with these private servers out here, a lot of them are, having these accounts being created at 25 or 10x XP rates, and people are able to grind out the game, ASAP, and then say they beat the game, but in all honesty, they haven't really beaten shit. And so it's kind of important, because especially with these private servers that want to keep players, right? It's important that you understand that this grind shit for the game is needed if you want dedicated players, along with the economy side of the game, right? With higher XP rates means less items coming into the game. You can be as I said, like, we're going to use the same example again. Let's say if you're playing at 50x XP rate, pretty much, your experience rate is going to be high, right? So think about how many rocktails or how many sharks you would really have to fish to get from one level to another level, right? Probably like maybe, 50 or 25. I'm not too sure, right? But you're not going to fish that many, and there's not much items coming into the game. And then these niggas are quitting like a month later. So you have 25 rocktails into the game, and then these niggas quit. So there is no market for rocktails or anything. Anyone can still set the price for it, essentially. But the thing is, no one's going to want to go and fish because they've already beaten the game, and there's no point in fishing, especially if they already have like 200 mil XP in the skill. So it's pointless to them. So this is a message to mainly developers. Like, you have to understand, right? There's a reason why RuneScape and MMOs are meant to be a grind, right? It's not meant to be something that you do overnight, because that overnight shit, like, yeah, of course it's fun and whatnot for a little bit, but once you're done with it, you're done, So I hope this shit was able to resonate with some of the people that are listening to this shit right now. I will try to be consistent with videos and whatnot. I've been struggling with shit. I've been applying for jobs here and there, and shit's a struggle trying to get into law school and all sort of stuff. But I promise you I will still continue to make videos. I'm not too sure when the next video will be, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and upload this shit right now after I'm done talking, alright? This is a side note for me, and I might delete this or I might not in the video, but I probably won't because of the fact that I think it's actually entertaining a little bit. But follow me on Snapchat at Donsua, DONSUA, or follow me on Instagram at GodsDoing, GODS, period, DOING. Later, my niggas.